Hello everybody, this is BeastCat100 and welcome back to some more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Turnabout Succession. In the previous episode, we'd finished off examining the testimony of that reporter, and, well, it turns out that the fraud, the person that was doing the fraudulent artworks, was not the artist himself, but his daughter. I'm saying things because I can't remember what any of the... Drew Misham and Vera Misham. And for the hell of it, Spark Marshall. And, well, we had to settle down. The court was in an uproar. So, we are in recess now, but we'll be in court again real soon. So if you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join in on this investigation. October 8th, 1:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 6. Okay, so where exactly does this leave us, Apollo? Well, the Drew Misham who was killed wasn't Drew Misham the forger, basically. Huh? Well then, who was he? Well, he was actually... Hi, Vera. Doing her nails. So you really made those forgeries? Yes, for father. I know it was wrong. Can you tell us how it happened? My father was a painter. I loved painting ever since I was a child. One day, Father saw it in me. He saw that I had the talent. The talent for making forgeries? How should I say it? It was not only paintings I made. Given the materials, I could make anything. Anything? Father was so proud, and I so happy. But in the end, I was making those forgeries. I've never had a good constitution nor personality. I know very little of the world outside my own door. Now, because of me, Father is... Do you know about this red envelope? I remember that envelope. It was some time ago. So you were already You were already creating your works back then? I started when I was only 12 years old. So the one who figured out the stamp was poisoned, that was... Mr. Justice, it's time. Back to the courtroom, please. Right. Out of time. Wait, Vera, just one more thing, please. There's 3 paintings in the studio. I painted those as part of my work. Right. See, we checked them out and we saw what was underneath. We saw the rough sketches underneath the 3 finished paintings. I see. Mr. Justice. Yes? Father, he knew of you. Of both of you. Your late father? He was watching, gathering information. All about the Wright & Co. law offices. But lately we're not doing just law. Yes, you do tricks, gags to amuse, and play piano. Well, they're not really gags. Yet when Father heard it, you had resumed the legal business. How pleased he was. Who was Mr. Misham? How am I supposed to know? What if he was Daddy's daddy? Judging from the relative ages involved, I'd say it's highly unlikely. Things are already confusing enough with all these daddies running around. We know that the victim's daughter, Vera, was the forger. What does this mean for the case? Because we're about to find out. October 8th, 1:36 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off.
Perhaps you could begin by telling us how it all worked. How'd you set up this true Misham forger persona?
There's that stare again. She's drilling more holes into his head. I know it's hard for you, but hey, he's a handsome guy. What's hard?
Never mess with the blood. Would you really make those detectable pottery?
Perhaps you'd rather answer my question. Were you the one who painted that painting? The remarkably similar one?
Yes. I painted it, yes. Father praised me quite highly for it.
Suppose they're the one who made the pottery.
She did not wish to reveal the truth of their operation, so the victim was a stand-in, a decoy. To the world at large, he was the forger, not her.
I've done a bad thing. I have, haven't I?
Regardless, we need a little more information. About, for instance, this. You have seen this before, ja?
Yes. It was in the desk drawer.
Baba, do my thing with the pet money. Toss everything in and put this envelope.
The red envelope. I created things and Father sold them. This envelope came after my first work. That was other than a painting. Father handled the deal, all of it. I received the stamp that was in that envelope. It was after that job that we moved to the current studio.
There certainly was want to get interest in the pet money.
Not that the witness realized it.
Baba, please get the correct nomination.
Right, okay. I need more information about this forger. This Drew Misham. The red envelope. I created things and Father sold them. This envelope came after my first work that was other than a painting. What was that work? By other than a painting, you mean you'd only done paintings up to that point? Yes. But Father had a realization. He noticed my talents extended to making things other than paintings. For instance, a letter someone had written, or a fingerprint left upon a cup, or a signature on a document, a seal upon a letter. None of this makes her sound innocent at all.
$100,000 promised in this letter was the start. The beginning of a new industry for Drew Misham. Creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings. Forging evidence, in other words.
Uh-oh. Father handled the deal, all of it. I received the stamp that was in that envelope. What do you mean you received it? Did I do something wrong? You didn't use that stamp because it was dangerous, correct? Deadly poison on the back, a trocanine.
Moment there, forehead. Can't force an answer upon the witness. Now then, perhaps you would tell me, Fräulein Vera, why'd you receive the stamp?
Is something wrong?
It was beautiful.
Boss, we made it one of those commemorative stamps.
Yes, I think it was. So you didn't know about the poison? I guess not.
So the trap failed by chance, by mistake, thanks to this commemorative stamp.
What's the close call?
It was after that job we moved to the current studio. You mean you moved to where the current Drew studio is? Yes, we saw very few people there. I began drawing picture books.
A single job had turned them to the criminal underworld. The thing Mr. Misham was to reduce their visibility in the world at large.
when we had to meet someone for some reason, Father posed as the creator of the work.
So that was the real essence of the artist Vera Misham. You did the work and he supplied the face. The red envelope came after she completed her first job. That makes it a letter from her client, whoever wanted a forgery made. Hello? We're close. We just have to piece together the parts. A deadly weapon in a red envelope, and the path it took to Vera Misham's life. So these things you were making, you mean paintings identical to other paintings, right?
The closer they were, the happier Father was. I was happy too.
Oh, you're quite young now. When did you begin this work?
My first painting sold when I was 12.
Your Honor, she had no idea what she was doing. What she was doing was illegal.
He's their little attorney. I'm not here to defend her for the crime of forgery.
Cool. Please, tell us more about the envelope. The envelope that made me wear him up because of father.
Alright.
So, you really didn't know anything, did you? You have no idea with how much painting you were in.
Apparently not.
About this commemorative stamp, could you tell us more about it?
It was very pretty, and more than that,
Yes?
it was a picture of people I liked at the time.
This is something new.
Apparently, we've got some cross-examination yet ahead of us. If you would be so kind to continue your testimony, Fraulein.
The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it.
Magicians?
I loved mysterious things, always have.
Even though she fainted when she saw Mr. Hat. You're confusing mysterious with freaky.
Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much.
See? Isn't it magic great? Fine, great, yeah, sure. No, you get all excited.
But the magic troupe we saw disbanded soon after. I was quite sad.
Did she just say what I think she said? Magic troupe? Now where have I heard that before? The red envelope came after she completed her first job. That makes it a letter from her client, whomever wanted a forgery made. Oh, okay. Favorite magician, so I kept it. And those magicians you liked, was it this bunch?
Apollo, they're not a bunch.
But wait, well, I have to wonder. Why include a commemorative stamp like that in a business letter? Good question.
My petty stamps are always better, and you can't beat Troop Grimmery.
But the whole murder plan was a plan of a code of it. And what else does it say? Talk to the cabin? Talk to the cabin?
Grimmery.
What's with Gavin?
Might I ask just one question of this witness? In your testimony just now, you stated this was your first work that was other than a painting. Please tell me, what exactly did you make?
Can I ask what?
No! Answer me the question! Now!
That's little Gavin! But really not the one who wanted to run me.
Yes, it's unbecoming of me. I apologize. But I must know, please, Miss Misham, tell me.
It was a book. A single page in a book.
Book? Please be more specific.
It was a handwritten book, like a diary.
No! I don't know!
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks just like he saw a ghost.
Miss Misham, this book. Was there a picture of a silk hat on the back cover? Yes or no?
How did you know?
Prosecutor Gavin, this defendant is answering all of your questions. Stop badgering her!
He's told you nothing, has he? Your solid, sullied mentor, nothing!
Sullied? Who?
Phoenix Wright. Who else?
Daddy?
Never told you about the trial 7 years ago. About how he came to lose his attorney's badge. It's a certain piece of evidence that decided his fate, you know. A certain diary. On the back it bore the mark of a silk hat.
What?! Phoenix Wright tossed out of the profession by false evidence? And the forger who made that evidence... Is this girl standing right in front of me? Vera, you must tell us. The evidence you made was used in the trial 7 years ago. Who asked Drew Misham you to forge that evidence? For all our sakes, who was it?
We only met once.
You met the client? Well, who was it?
It was... What's going on with Vera? She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again.
Guess what? Is there something about me?
I remember clearly. I remember who gave me the book, the diary.
Who was it? Vera!
Devil.
Defendant Vera Misham, condition unconscious. Examiner's diagnosis, acute atrocanine poisoning. This ends the recording of the trial for the murder of Drew Misham. Vera Misham was, during the trial, poisoned by an unknown assailant. The dosage was just under the lethal amount, sparing the defendant's life. She is currently in intensive care and is not able to be disturbed, and is not to be disturbed for any reason. A very simple case at first glance, until it finally began to show its true colors. The long road to the truth takes us to the record of another trial. In some ways, that was the starting point of it all. And that is where we must go. To find the whole truth. Okay. I think we're going to end it off here. Yes, I think so very much. Showdown time. Episode 4, Turnabout Succession. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time. And I only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. Well, seems I just found the partner I've been looking for all along. Over a game of cards? Well, yes, over a game of cards. This is how we first met, 7 years ago. 7 years earlier, Phoenix Wright's final trial. And this is where we finally ended. In the next episode of Phoenix Wright... No. Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. It's time to go 7 years in the past and find out exactly how these two cases tie together. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.